evening, and welcome to News and Views with Bella. I have a special guest today. His name is Brother Maniac. Brother Maniac, you want to speak to the people?
Hello, people. D- DJ Brother Maniac, what's good? Yeah.
All right, Brother Maniac. I was reading up on your autobiography, and I actually listened to some of your music yesterday. I really like it. It got like a old school swag with new school beat. It's really good. I really did. I really enjoyed it. I think I listened to just about the whole album for this last album you did. It was pretty
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
So you tell us a little about yourself. Who is Brother Maniac, and how did all of this get started?
Okay. So, Brother Maniac. Brother Maniac. Okay. So, Brother Maniac is, by the way, the name is, Brother, mainly addressing negative information about the community. That's the moniker I go by. And, well, within the music and everything, I'm the CEO of the Feed a Million project, which with that project, we put on shows, tours, and feed events to aid and advocate for the homeless in the United States, Africa, and beyond. And as far as my background, I'm originally from Washington D.C., born and raised. Um, and music is kind of all I guess from junior high school years forward. Is I was in marching bands and concert bands and doing my own thing, as a little young rap artist. And then of course from there I went into the military, and I happened to be a veteran of Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm. So I've been a part of all that, and altogether I've retired from all of that. I did 20 years altogether in the Army and the Army National Guard. So my history is music and public service and military service, you know. Um, and so like I said, I've been putting on shows and tours and feeding the homeless, at least 25 years. Yeah, uh, and I didn't even realize it was that long until I have a son that's 25 years old, and I know I was doing it before he was born. So yeah, so yeah, it's definitely been a 25-year journey with the Feed a Million project. Yeah.
Okay. I am a really big fan of community service and the youth and feeding the homeless and all of that. Um, so I wanted to know what motivated you to start that. I mean, usually people come home from service, or I we come home from service and we want to relax and rest our mind, and but you came home and put 10 toes down and just started a whole new movement. So what motivated you to do that?
Well, in Washington D.C., I used to, when I first kind of came out of the active army, and got into the working world. My first few jobs were in the security field, you know, working security jobs, and and somehow I wound up, getting to the point where I would be working swing shift, which is like 4 o'clock to 11:40 midnight, right? Swing shift, and then I got into actually working night shifts, midnight to 8 or 11 o'clock to 7 in the morning, something like that, right? And so, as a security guard, you got to patrol around, the property that you're working on. And so, doing that in Washington D.C. and even downtown, you encounter the homeless, you talk to the homeless, you see the homeless. You get to the point that you get, got some regular homeless friends that you talk to, or bring them food or whatever the case would be. And so I learned a lot about what they're going through and how some of them got into that condition, and why some of them wouldn't have it any other way, to be and to be honest. And some of them are just that's just where they are. They're happy in that not having to worry about work and bills and that kind of thing, you know. Uh, so that's really what got me into working with the homeless, and then starting to organize feedings for the homeless. And then as an artist, as we, putting on shows and things, we would normally, the money from some of those shows, a lot of we would, donate parts of that to local organizations uh, that, help and aid and advocate for the homeless. And then, during cold parts of the year, we collect socks and coats and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Um, but like I said, and I was in Washington D.C. That's where it kind of started. But then as I was, doing the artist thing and going to Baltimore and Philadelphia and New York, and then start coming down south, going to Raleigh and Charlotte and Atlanta. So it became like a regular thing that with the shows I was organizing, that the homeless, we would do something with, for the homeless wherever we went. So that's kind of how it started and kind of blossomed.
Yeah. So if you encountered in your your mission to do to feed the millions, and you encounter someone who's just at wit's end, and it's like they just can't do it no more, this is it for them, they're just homeless and distraught, what would be your message to one of them, to any of them, that just feel like this is all they have left, they don't have, there's no future in it, there's no brighter side to it, they're just homeless, do you have a message to those ones that you encounter like that?
Yeah, yeah. I do have a message. Um, you know, the journey of 1,000 miles start with the first step, in the first step in a direction to get there. You know, um, and as long as you know focus on what you can do, and not so much worry about what you can't do. I mean, you may not have a job, you may not have a home. Okay, so let's take a step. Let's talk to somebody. I mean, there's someone in the church organization, there's someone in a community organization that will talk to you and try to help you out. Um, and you may have to talk to a lot of people before you get to them. So like I said, my thing would be, from where like they used to tell me in the army, start where you stand. Start where you stand. Find a direction, and start taking steps forward. Um, and a lot of the uh, obstacles that we run into, whatever we try to, whatever it is that we want to do, they're going to be obstacles. Um, and you just gotta stay focused and just continue to look at what it is you can do versus what it is, whatever it is that's against you.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, and then every day just start taking steps in that direction. And if you need encouragement, seek encouragement. Seek those who are going to uplift you and talk to you in a positive way, and keep you motivated to move forward. And like I said, there are always those people around. It's just you need to reach out to them, connect with them, and stay connected. And then just keep, like I said, just keep. I would tell any of the people that I've run into, hey man, how you doing? What's going on? And if I can help them, get them a meal or whatever the case would be, I do that. Um, and if it's they say I need something specific, if I'm aware of the community organizations, or if I'm not aware, I reach out to some, find out who is, come back and get that brother the information, the phone number, whatever, and let them know that, hey, if they meeting over at this library right here every Thursday at 2 o'clock, I think you need to go meet over there. And Miss Shirley is going to be there. She's going to be talking about different things, different programs that can help aid you. And so that's the kind of thing I do. Matter of fact, that was a project I did have never actually completed. What I'm saying that is, when we would go to the various cities, we would learn about organizations, and where you can get a shower, or where you can get a meal, or where you could get this and that. And I said that one of the things Feed a Million Project would do is like put together a pamphlet for some, definitely for the cities we were hitting on a regular basis, that told homeless in that city, okay, if you need a shower, you can go here. If you need a meal, these 4 places serve meals, and these are the times. if you need medical attention. Here's the free clinics. You know what I mean? And so we wanted to. Matter of fact, I was was going to see if we could get a grant from the government to see that if that would be something we could do under the Feed a Million project. For several cities. And we never haven't done it yet. But now since you're talking to me, we're having this conversation right now. It's a note. It's a note I'm going to write for my staff to see how we can implement that.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
It,
implement that. Where definitely because like I said, I'm in Charlotte, right? We're in Charlotte, so Atlanta's a city I'm in a lot now. Columbia, South Carolina is a city that I've got an event there March the 3rd. I've got dates right now in Raleigh, Greensboro. I got dates in Richmond, and I got dates in Baltimore. So those cities right there along this East Coast right here, definitely between Baltimore and Atlanta, I could definitely put together this information booklet,
yeah.
for each
So
of the cities,
you.
that has go-to information. So if I run into a homeless person, hey man, I got this information in this book right here that can help you. Da, 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 da. You just hand them the book. And then the other thing I would put in the book, would be like positive quotes and things like Bible scripture. I would have some of that in the book as well, along with the information, Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see yourself putting down, getting buildings and stuff with the Feed the Million project, getting buildings where they can come, what I'm saying, and stay when it's below zero temperatures, or come get a shower, or just having a solid place where you put your name on, and you give them their meals there. Do you see yourself finding a spot in each city like that, or are you just gonna be mobile and continue the way you're doing it now?
I mean, I'm an advocate for the homeless, right? So I am in association with a lot of organizations that do a lot of what you're talking about right now. So there could be we could come together and do that now. I'm really fond of the people that put together these tiny home communities.
Yes.
Uh, there's several people around the country that are doing this, so I can definitely see the Feed a Million project. I don't necessarily see us like taking that on like whole as Feed a Million project is over the whole thing. But I could definitely see us partnering with those who have set those communities up to successfully, with the elements, to keep the environment clean and keep it organized and so on and so forth. So I could definitely see us, even work, getting grants to help with that and things like that. So not necessarily taking it on, as totally a Feed a Million thing, but definitely partnering with other organizations to do such a thing, especially since, like I said, Seattle, Washington is a place that I'm hitting a lot, and now Portland, Oregon, and we're gonna be doing a thing in Vancouver, Canada this year. So like these cities and the ones on the East Coast right now that we definitely are would be good targets for those kinds of programs.
Yeah.
And so no, and so yes, definitely that we're talking about right there in in the tiny home communities definitely is something I'm definitely looking at. But I wanted to have something where, because a lot of the homeless they have mental situations, right? And one of the reasons that they can't make themselves whole and come back
Mm.
to being fully functional citizen, so the program that I would probably want, the tiny home community would be that for the safe home situation where every person could, have their domicile while they're for whatever period of time that they're there. But then
Mhm.
it would also have to incorporate the mental health piece,
Yeah.
where we have like social workers and mental health professionals, coming through, on a regular basis to work with, some of the homeless, So it have to encompass, the feeding of them, the housing for them, and then the mental health and piece of it. So whatever I would get involved, it would have to, make sure we covering them three areas.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
I also read that you're awarded the honorary doctorate. How did you get into that? Where did that
Yeah.
one come?
So yeah. So um, okay, we're in 2025, 2020. now, right? Okay, 2025. So I think it was around 2017 or so that it's an organization out of in California. I think it's a church of ministry. I did, and they saw what I was doing, and they kind of said, we want to offer you an opportunity, to have an honorary doctorate. And I didn't that particular time. I didn't really take it that serious, and didn't really like try to pursue it at that point in time. But then this year, right, because I've organized so many things this year. I've organized feedings in Africa, in Nairobi, Kenya, and in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and in Kampala, Uganda. And I did this with I got surrogates that been working with me over there for years. We organize, I send them resources, they cook the food and everything, and they wear the Feed a Million t-shirts, and they feed the needy in their country, in their where they are. So, and then they film it, and and things like that, and they send me back the footage and all of that. And so I post a lot of that on my Facebook and different things. So just looking at all of that I was doing and everything that I said maybe there's another, we'll get another shot at that. And I just happened to come across this Blessed Cosmopolitan University in the UK, and I reached out to them, and they reached back, and I said, this is what I'm doing, it's what I have done, this is what I'm doing now. And so their committee that does that, it does the awarding and everything, so, oh yeah, you're definitely a candidate for an honorary doctorate, um, and so they sent me a questionnaire. I answered all the questions, and they wanted me to validate all of the things. And then I got a ton of things in terms of pictures and video, and different people who I did things with, organizations I work with to feed the homeless and this, that, and the other. And so they looked at all of that and said, yeah, you're definitely a candidate. And so I went through the process that they had, and few days later, they hit me back and say, "Yeah, you're definitely going to be awarded this." And I was, I was a little bit blown away when they told me that officially. So yeah,
Well,
yeah. No,
congratulations. That's
thank you.
wonderful.
Yeah,
You think your music incorporates the homeless and everything? Is that the some? Because I seen in some of the videos that you had, from Africa, and they were dancing to one of your songs. I
yeah,
also seen one of the videos where it's like in 3D. So
right.
it
Yeah,
was really
yeah,
like I watched some of them. I watched some of them. So do you feel
yeah.
like you use your music to speak to what you're doing as far as your community service?
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the things I do in the music and like in the lyrical content of it is generally which is you don't see too much now with the rap music these days. But most of what I do, has some kind of message, some kind of something positive in the lyrical content of it. Um, but I mean, every now and then I do just a straight up party thing. I mean, I just did this. You haven't heard this one yet because it ain't on none of the videos and nothing. I would just come out of the studio with this song called "We Get It In," and it was designed for the line dance people, the line dance crowd. So that will be coming. Well, it'll be May before we actually start doing anything with that. But I'm very excited about that one, especially since I got a serious line dance crew that's actually creating the dance to the song. So yeah, and I did that with an artist. Her name is Geechee Girl down here. She's doing really big things down here in the South right now. And she's on the song with me too. And another guy by the name of Jimmy Black, who's out of Atlanta, who we've toured together, man. We must have done hundreds of shows together, me and Black. So um, yeah, so I'm real excited about that, and with the lyrical content of what I'm putting out right now. You know, and
Okay.
yeah, like I said, I touch a certain segment out there, man. That's not the youngest of the young, and not the oldest of the old, kind of with people that just like good and fun music.
Yeah. Upbeat music, dance music.
Yeah,
So you have an
yeah.
event coming up, don't you? You want to talk
Say
to us
that
about
again.
your
Say that
event?
again. The
What?
event I got coming up March the 1st. You talking about that one? Oh yeah, that's gonna be, that's gonna be something else. As I'm talking to you right now, we got people coming in from like I said, I got a dance crew coming in here from Las Vegas, Nevada. I got artists coming to perform. One artist coming from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, going to perform. His name is Jimmy Allgood, and I got right now about 40 people coming on a luxury bus from Washington D.C. to down here Saturday, and I'm going to be doing. There's going to be a little ceremony at this event.
He froze. I think he froze. Is that him or us? Oh, we hung up. All right. I guess we're gonna have to go without him. He does have an event coming up on March 1st. Um, the flyer will be on the connected Facebook page. Those of you who do, you're
Yeah,
back. Hi.
yeah, I'm back. Yeah, yeah, tell them that we're going to we're in Africa from the 8th.
We having technical difficulties, y'all.
Can you
Hello.
see me? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, anybody out there, man, we need donations to the Feed a Million Project. You can get us on Cash App, $ DJBM 712, $ DJBM 712, or you can PayPal us. We Feed a Million Homeless, Feed a Million Homeless at gmail.com.
Okay.
Feed a Million Homeless at gmail.com. Yeah, or the Cash App right now. I do have some people getting ready to put up a GoFundMe and a Kickstarter, so that's going to happen too.
Okay. Are all of these ways to donate? Are they on your Facebook page or?
You can definitely find them on my Facebook page. You can definitely find them on my the Feed a Million Project Facebook page. There is a Feed a Million Project site, Feed a Million Homeless.org. And we also have a Feed a Million Store.com where we actually got like 500 products in the store. So you can support us by any of those methods there, purchasing things out of the store, or just making donation there, or just buy a ticket. You get tickets. We got we selling tickets to the event Saturday, so you can buy a ticket. You can definitely support us that way.
Okay. Does
Yeah.
the line dancing that you're doing do y'all do lessons or is it just the competitions?
Well, this is, like I said, this is going to be a celebration. I am working with several people that do workshops, and have studios where they actually doing it. And then one of the DJs, one of the DJs come ahead at this event Saturday. I didn't realize he actually gets out there and teaches the steps to some of the line dances. So yeah, that will be going on at this event, and we got another event in Columbia, South Carolina, April the 5th, similar type event, and it's going to have a line dance, going to have live performances, and then we're going to have other areas of dance, like the one Saturday I got hip hop dancers, I got DC Beat Your Feet, what they
Oh,
call dancers. They're going to be there doing that. So it's going to be, and then we got steppers. We got people that do just the Chicago stepping.
okay.
So we will have various styles of dance going on Saturday, in addition to the line dancing. But there will be definitely points in the show where the DJ calls out all the line dancers to come out and do the line. Yeah. So
That sounds like some fun.
it will be. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
fun. Yeah, it's
All
gonna be
right.
fun.
I'm getting a signal to wrap it up. So you
Okay.
can you let us know where to find you at and any of the events that you have or posting them.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Let us know where
Say
we
that
can
again.
find let us know where we can find your events or where we can contact you or if we have any questions about the donations or want to speak to you personally, can we find you on Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah, yeah. Facebook. You can just look me up at Brother Maniac. You can search for me by Brother Maniac, or you can search for me by my government name, Major Cameron.
Okay.
Or you can go to the Feed a Million Project page on Facebook. Those three will always have whatever's latest, and what we're doing and what's coming up, and
Okay.
any news will be right there. Hmm.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for talking to us today and letting us know all of the great things that you have going on. Um, we hope to see you soon. We'll probably see you on Saturday.
Oh, by the way, real quick, I do a TikTok live every Tuesday, 7 to 9.
Okay.
Hello?
Mhm. I guess that's all. All right. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening and tuning in to us. We are connected and we will stay connected. Have a good
All
evening.
right. All
Are
right.
you a content creator looking for a home for your movies, TV shows, podcasts, or more? Well, I have the perfect home for you. It's called Connected TV, which is in over 180 million homes on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. I see